Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. We are in the 2025 album from Sleep Token called Even in Arcadia. This is track number 5, titled Caramel, which I'm really excited for. Like I mentioned in the end of the last video, I've heard this name a lot. I know it was one of the singles off of the album. So coming in with high expectations. But generally, I just come in like, all right, let's just see where it goes. Let's explore. Let's have fun. We're going to give the song a listen, make a few comments along the way. Then you'll have a chance to click into a second video called The Second Course, where we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. If you're interested in dessert, including a live performance of this song and many others from Sleep Token, feel free to check me out on Patreon and see if it's something you might be interested in. But let's go ahead and get in and give a listen to Caramel. I've had a few similar beginnings like this. Like these music box.
Count me out like sovereigns, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada. Shout out Anne Hathaway. It's got a little like Latin vibe to it. Okay. Wow. That's great. A little more dancing. Wow.
The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna go listen to that again. I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. Okay, wow. It was really interesting because when he brings in the section there before the big turn, it was that line of, I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't. Too old to retaliate like before, too blessed. I'll keep dancing. Stage is a prison. Yeah, okay. The deepest incisions, I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't. And then we get that heavy. And then you get the screaming lines repeating those phrases, that verse or whatever it is, a bridge, I'm not sure. And then the higher singing. So it's this almost like back and forth. And I feel like this song really confirms some of the meta as far as the idea of them speaking to kind of modern day events that are going on. Because we've had the words about like people trying to get a rise out of him by screaming his real name, which I can just imagine. And that's so annoying. You know, I honestly have not searched for who Vessel is in real life. I don't think, whatever, like if that's what you want to do, I don't care. But I think the idea, it's very disrespectful to maybe go to a concert of theirs or be at a festival where they are and be shouting their real name. I think that's really stupid. And then him saying other things about this idea of being on stage. Yeah, okay, so every time they try to shout my real name just to get a rise from me, acting like I'm never stressed out by the hearsay. I guess that's what I get for trying to hide in the limelight. There's just several things throughout this song that you're like, because I had my suspicions and some things I'd read about some of the previous songs that maybe there were these moments of him talking about what he's gone through in kind of their sudden surge in popularity. Which maybe even the idea of even in Arcadia, right? Because the whole point is even in Arcadia, like death and struggle is still there. This place that's meant to be a utopia. Not only could it be a picture of kind of his internal self and what he's gone through and this idea of wanting to kind of step out of these old things into something new, become a better person, or maybe get over some of the things that have really haunted him. But it could also be this idea of like Arcadia from an artist's perspective is like when we made it, you know, like now we got the popularity. Now we're not having a problem selling out shows. Now we have a following. We have people really looking forward to our music. There's money that follows that. So some of these struggles aren't, you know, maybe necessarily struggles anymore, but we know that that doesn't solve everything. So it can be this idea. And we see this time and time again with artists that begin to gain a lot of popularity, that even in Arcadia, even in that place of popularity and fame and wealth or whatever it may be, there's still the struggle, and sometimes a multiplication of those struggles when you have more eyes on you, more expectation, things like that. So I found that really interesting in the song. I really want to get into the idea around the kind of centerpiece of caramel within here. Caramel. How does he pronounce it? I didn't even pay attention to how he pronounced it in the song. So I'm going to do that to see how he says it. Stick to me like caramel. Cool. Well, listen, if you want to join us for the second course, you can feel free to click right here. We'll do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. Thanks for hanging out with me for this one. Hope to see you in the next one. So we're eating good.